We learned how to put the power in PowerPoint. And now, our next trainer, you know her, you have met her. She refers to herself as they, them, because she is introducing herself and she is going to actually say thank you, Joni, for introducing me when she takes over. You see, I talk to myself and I answer. That's why my pronouns are they, them. I will be taking you through how to use WhatsApp. I know that everybody here at one point or another has gotten a WhatsApp message for me or from me. In some cases, if you have to talk to, say, 200 people, do you know how to do that? Do you know how to get rid of the copious amounts of messages and forwards that you've seen 50 million times? What was the most recent one that passed? Father's Day? How many Father's Day posts do you still have on your phone somewhere and you can't remember who of all the list of persons sent it to you to clear your chat? Well, for today, what I will be doing is showing you how to use WhatsApp to make your life easier as it relates to communication and also to allow you to clear some space. Now, I'm going to turn my camera off because I know you don't want to see me looking down for the entire time in the phone because I am actually showing you on the phone because this is practical, right? Please feel free to stop me if you have any questions, if I go too fast, or if there's anything that you particularly want explained. Now, for our start, I know we all know how to add WhatsApp, how to get WhatsApp on our phone, etc. But the thing about it is, do we know how to create a new group, a new broadcast? If you want to create a new group, it really is as simple as selecting new group, finding the persons that you want to put in the group, and that little arrow, adding them to the group. And it is, you can type your group name, you can change the picture. So you can, by pressing this, go onto your device to seek out any pictures that you can have. So you can use the camera, the gallery, an emoji, or a sticker that you would like to use as just what you want as your thing. Now, for me, I look for the group icon. Remember, Jiki just stated that it's about neurodiversity. Well, one of the things about it is the words are a bit much for me. So seeing a group without an icon might not allow me to understand who is messaging and why. But if you have a picture, it will automatically state to me who is there. Now, when you're finished doing all of that, all you have to do is click the tick, as I am not going to. You know what? Let me see if I can find people who are here. Who is here that I could use? Let me see if Donna, let me see if I have Donna's contact. No, I don't have Donna's contact. Let's see if Juliet is on this one. Okay, so Juliet is here. So I'm going to add Juliet. Let's see if I have Maureen here. And because they're here, they will be aware that I'm doing this as the test group. Again, I'm going to go and I'm going to put the emoji there. I can choose to do anything that I want as a picture. And then it is that simple to create the group. Most of the time, people don't like getting put in groups. We know this, right? Nobody likes being put into a group, yeah? So the easiest way to add people instead of doing what I just did is to simply go to group info, and from there, do you see that invite link? You copy that invite link by selecting it. You can send it via WhatsApp or copy the link to paste it in an email or into a WhatsApp group or into another chat, say, for example, a Discord server. You can also use a QR code or get the QR code here as well to do that. Now, the other thing that you would do from here, and the important thing about WhatsApp is remember the three dots. is that you can add more people. You can do a call to your group, both voice and video, and it lasts for up to 5 people. Are you tired of the group notifications? Well, guess what? You can mute the group. I understand that not everybody will respect the rules of do not WhatsApp within a certain time. And the fact that we're international and today just proved it, right? Jiki's in Hawaii on a different time. Our last trainer was in India and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Because we are a global or international group, persons in a group might not share our time zone, or they might be like me, who get the most wonderful inspiration at 3 o'clock in the morning, and WhatsApp just happens to be our brain. So we write it down as soon as we can remember. In that case, I would suggest to protect yourself from being woken up that you can just mute the notifications, meaning you won't get the calls, you won't get, and you can do it for 8 hours a week or always. It's completely up to you. It means that you will not get the notification. Okay? And you have the time frame that you can mute it. So you're going to sleep or you don't want to be disturbed for the 8 hours, mute the notifications. The other thing you can also adjust from here is your custom notifications. So if you want to use a custom notification, you can feel free to change it, a pop-up notification. So there's something that's really important. You have one specific group that you need this information from. You can use the custom notifications. You can put a different ringtone on it so that you know that this group, you want this notification, it's work or something. You can set it to specific things. The other thing that you can also do is you can turn on disappearing messages. What are disappearing messages? This group is, say, a family chat, right? You don't want to archive this, you don't want to keep it, you just want to talk about the things that happening from day to day and shoot the breeze. And the more things that you have on your system, the more it's gonna stay. And this, by the way, is across the board. So don't worry, I don't feel bad when people put disappearing messages on me. I understand. I talk a lot. All you have to do is turn disappearing messages on. It will be able to state that the messages will be deleted, as in you'll get rid of them automatically, as in you don't have to delete it. WhatsApp will do it on your behalf once that time frame occurs and will get rid of it for you. So you can do it for 24 hours, 7 days, or 3 months, 90 days. It's up to you. You may have a group that it's follow up and it's lasting for 90 days. So you're going to need this information. Like I said, the family chat, we're not just shooting the breeze. You don't need that information all the time. You set it to 24 hours, and after 24 hours, whatever messages are in the group are automatically cleared by WhatsApp. You can also from here make a group admin. Now you've created the group, but you know what? I want Julia to be the other group admin. All I have to do is click on her name, select make group admin. Now Julia is very good and Julia is not talking. But say she disturbing my WhatsApp group and she posting a whole heap of blessed morning. And I've stated a number of times, please have it be focused on the group information. But Juliet is not listening and she keeps posting. Do you know what you do? You can just simply click remove and that will have her taken out of the group. So this is also where you would remove the person. Okay? The 3 dots in WhatsApp. So you have the call. I know we all know how to make a video call, a regular call, but the 3 dots are extremely important across WhatsApp because that is where you will find most information. You have your group info, your group media. I'm going to show you group media on another account because there's no media here now. You can also search, which I absolutely love. Mute notifications is also there, disappearing messages, and you can change your wallpaper. This is how come I have a different wallpaper on my other phone than the regular one. So you can actually change your chat wallpaper there as well. There is more. Are you in a group and you want to come out of the group? You didn't ask to get put in the group. You don't want to be there. How do you get out of the group? Very simple. Go to the three dots, go to more. You have exit the group. That's how you get out of those groups that you don't want to be in. Now, when it comes to reports, because we know scammer them there, for the Jamaicans, y'all know what I mean exactly, and for everybody else who doesn't, WhatsApp is rife with scams and people adding you to groups, adding you to things that are. If you find that somebody is running a scam, all you have to do is click report, and that will pass it on to WhatsApp for them to investigate. Clear chat, export chat, and add shortcut are things that I'm gonna show you in another group specifically because this is a new group, so I don't have anything there. Now, if you notice what I did that by placing my finger, squeezing down on the group. If you look at the top, it created some icons there. You have pinned the group. There is one specific group or one specific person that you need to have at all times. In my case, I tell everybody my brain is in WhatsApp. It's right there. It's called to do. And that's what saved most of you from some bad 3 o'clock in the morning text. When the inspiration strikes, I send a message to my other phone. It goes into do, and I have the notification to remember so I don't disturb Antoinette at 4 o'clock. What is it? 2 o'clock her time to let her know what's happening. Now, this is important to me, and I don't want it to fall below the other messages that I'm going to get. Based on that, I will pin it. Did you notice that it moves to the top? That pin will hold whatever you put there. My boy on my other phone is also pinned because I don't want him lost among everybody else that I'm talking to. When I'm talking to 200 Toastmasters in one day, and yes, I have spoken to over 200 Toastmasters in one day, if my boy messages, I don't want his message lost in the 200 messages. He takes priority, and each time a message comes in, you notice it goes down. That's how you keep your important contacts at the top. Now, I do believe it's only four that you can get, three or four, that you can actually pin there. So choose, promote, and demote wisely to that position. It also will explain to you who is important in your life. Now, for me, the other thing that I do, which I found as a trick to sort my information that I know I will have to share across WhatsApp and repeatedly and continuously, or that I have to take off of my system. Say, for example, we're having this training and I want some information that I want to share. I'm going to have a club coach training, right? Please repeat the pinning of your son. Sure. All right. So I'm going to go and unpin. You find the chat that you want to pin and you hold it down, press it down with your thumb. Do you see at the top of my screen a thing that looks like a thumbtack? I tell everybody, I tell you I haven't had a ringtone since 2017 and y'all don't believe me. If you notice my volume is off, mute notifications is there as well, but I don't have a volume. So that pin right there, that's how you go about pinning the person. Now, if you notice when I hold it back down, you see that there is a line through the pin now that wasn't there. That is how I unpin. So all you do is hold down, then press the thing that looks like a thumbtack to literally pin it to the top of your screen. So I'm going to unpin because I want to teach everybody how to delete the group. Now you've made a group and you want to get rid of the group. Now the first thing I'm going to have to do is disband this group. Please don't come out of the group and leave people in a phantom group and they have no way of getting out. So I would go here, back to group info. I would remove Julia from the group. See, I've removed her. Then what I would simply do is exit the group. And after I've exited the group, I can actually, do you see that the delete came up there? It looks like a little rubbish bin. So you have pin and you have the thing that looks like a little garbage bin. That's how you delete your group. Now it's going to tell you also delete media received in this chat from the device gallery. So you're deleting this group, but you want to keep the information, right? You don't click that. But I want to get rid of everything that is in that group because my WhatsApp full and I'm clearing up space. Somebody gave me a whole heap of rubbish or kept sending me a whole heap of rubbish. They put me in a group I didn't want to be and I no longer need this information. Select that and it will delete the media off of your device as well. And just like that, it is gone along with all of the information. Now, say for example, see that's the other me, there are two of me. So I make, these are all groups with me, myself and I that I speak to. If you have two phones, it makes it easier to do this. If you don't, find somebody like a child, create the group with them and kick them out the group and then you'll still be able to use it. Why do we create the group? I'll show you. If you notice, you'll see this one that says Club Coach, right? Everything I need to know and all the links to Club Coach from Toastmasters International is right there. All of that is right in this. How to get a Club Coach appointment, all the stuff that I've downloaded. So if ever somebody says to me or asks me a question about Club Coach, I don't have to go search left, right, center, backwards. All I have to do is, okay, Johnny, I want to know where to get the new Club Coach training. Oh, okay, all right, here it is. And all I do, and what I do when you see it highlighted is hold your thumb down on it. The emojis came up, so I'll just address them. WhatsApp has emojis now, so you can express your feelings. But when you hold it down, you can use the forward button. Now, if you look at the top, you will see reply. The arrow that's going towards the one is reply. Star is how you make a message important. I'm going to star the message so I can show you where to find it after. Forward is the one that's going away from the one. And that is how I can send it to anybody I want to in my contact, right? Now, the other thing that I can do is delete that message. Something came up and I want to do it. That thing that looks like a garbage bin or a trash can, that's delete and it falls on all of them. Now, for certain things, I had told you about starred a while ago. If you go to the three dots at the front screen, the starred messages are an easy way to find important things without having to dig through everything. So if you know that you have something that you want to remember, that you want to find quickly, say for example, a meeting link that's coming up, and you don't want to have to go all the way into finding into Carol's message to search through all of Carol's message. You can star it, and then when you do that, all you have to do is come back to star and you will find it there. When you take off the star, press the one with the line in there, that's how you get rid of it. Now, the other thing that is important when sharing, and let me see, because I don't want you, okay, here we go. You have a link that you want to share, right? And you have a link. Let me see if I have one with a picture. I'm trying to see if I have a link with a picture. Ah, here we go. So you have a link with a picture and you're wondering, how am I going to share this to other people, right? Don't you get them all the time? Don't I send them out all the time? And you want to send it to the other person, you just don't know how to do it, and you wonder why Johnny keep doing it like that. Because when I forward it, I only get in the picture, right? What you actually have to do is hold down the picture. And from there, when you hold the picture down, it should allow you to be able to share. And the beauty of this that I absolutely love is that for those people who like this thing called email, like, hello, is this 1984? But for those of the people who enjoy themselves some email, you can actually send to your email account. You can send it to Instagram, to Facebook, to another WhatsApp message or a messenger chat from here. Because I want to share it to WhatsApp, I am going to select WhatsApp. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to share it to this group. Now, if you notice when it comes up, you're seeing the picture and you're seeing the text. Now, say for example, you don't want to use what I said. You don't want to use have you ever wondered because you don't think it's going to connect with your audience. You want to put this is going to be an excellent training. All you have to do is literally you can change the narrative here just like you would write a regular text. I think you will love this training. I know you do PR. And you can take off what you want to, add what you want to in it, right? Take it off, and then you share. And do you notice it shared now with the new thing that I wrote? But it's still saved what I kept there. The link is there and everything still forwarded. That's how you get it to go forward. Now, say for example, what you want to do. Oh, in some cases, there is a little Y at the top. For this device, you click and you go to share. But in some of them, there is something at the top, like how you have the arrows and the star. It looks like a Y, but with arrows on it to state that you can share it to multiple places. So say, for example, I want just the text. I don't want the picture. What I do is I go there because I can't copy it. I go there and I select all, and then I can cut. I can highlight it, but God, that takes a long time. Why would I want to do that? Well, and I'm coming back off. I don't want to share the flyer. I just want to share only the information. Well, that's how I get the information to paste it back here that I can send without the flyer. And yes, I know this is why we get the opportunity to go back over the video and go back over the video and go back over the video. I see Carol unmuted. Have I lost you?
No,
You
you
have a
haven't
question?
lost me. I'm thinking about something, but I'm
Okay,
waiting for the end of your session to ask you the questions. So go ahead.
okay, all right, no problem. Now, since I've done all of this and I'm trying to get rid of it, I want to delete this message. I hold it down and I can either delete from everyone and WhatsApp step up recently. I don't know if it's this phone, but the last time it used to have a time frame within which you could delete from everyone, right? But I'm noticing that it's staying for a lot longer. So I made a boo boo. I sent this where I shouldn't. Oh no! Delete from everyone. It will take the message out of your message and out of the other person's message. No, I want to just delete it from me because I have this post already. I really don't want it again. I can delete it from just me as well. It will still be on the other person's phone, but it will save me some space to not have the same thing again with them still being able to receive it, right? Now, we can search. We can search here, which is a general search. So I know for a fact that somewhere here, I have something at 12. I have something at 12. Why am I annotating? Why am I annotating? All right, fine. You can annotate on Zoom, by the way, and that was me pressing the annotate button at the side. 12 p.m. So I know I have a message. I just don't remember who sent it. My head get a water. Actually, that's not true. I can tell you, I talk to 250 people sometimes in a day. After 50, you stop remembering exactly who sent you what. But you remember that at 12 p.m. I have something. You can type 12 p.m. there and it will search through all of your messages, every single message. See, it says see you at 12 p.m. And when you click on it, it takes you to where the 12 p.m. came from, FYI. So it brings you into the message, into the chat that was there. So that way you can find it after the fact. Now the other part, Happiness, you can go ahead with the question. Go ahead, Finesse. Your hand is raised.
Yes, I want you to go back to that 12 p.m., but I also want you to go to the section that you spoke about, going back to your messages, where, yes, I am supposed to be on a training at whatever time, but I've gotten so many and I don't know where to find it again. How can I find that
Okay.
training?
All right.
Or the question is, what can I do in order to be able to remember or to go back to these messages that I want to bring forward?
All right. So you have a message. You know that this is coming up and you know it's important, but you know, say Joni chat no. And she go send you another message. And boy, I love her and she give us great training, but have mercy, can this woman talk by a text? She talk a lot in person too. But boy, she can't pull up my text and it's hard to find. Well, what you do is you hold it down with your finger and you star it. Then what will happen is that when you go to the three dots and go to starred messages, do you notice only what I've starred is in that star message? So that way it will make it easier for you to find it without having to go through my message. And then when you finish, because the training has ended, you can unstar it.
Okay.
So that is how you can save it. Now, the other thing, you didn't remember to do it because you had a busy day and you know that you have it at, and I'm not annotating again, don't do that. So I need to do 12 p.m., right? It's 12 p.m. So I know it's at 12 p.m. today. I know that, okay, I'm trying to find that message that she sent me, but I remember that she said see at 12 p.m. Or, for example, on some of the flyers, it may say Tech 4. So if you notice, it will bring up every single message that Tech for TM occurs in. Do you notice all of them are there? So whatever you remember from the message, you can actually literally just type it in and WhatsApp will search every single thing that you have in WhatsApp with that reference.
Okay.
And then, so I'm scrolling through because the only thing I can remember is text. So I'm scrolling through and I'm looking for exactly what I wanted. And this was it. I wanted the tech team roles overview, right? So when I do that, it will take me into the chat that it was at. So that is another way that you can easily find what you are looking for in WhatsApp. Now you remember specifically, so this is not overall everything on WhatsApp that you want to find. You know it's a conversation that you were having with me. It's the same premise here. You would again put in what you can remember from the conversation and press search. Nothing is being found here. So let me see if I can find. All right. So there you go. It highlights. See, I looked up Zoom and Zoom is there and it highlighted the message that said Zoom. I'm going to find something further up. All right. All right. So there are multiple instances of welcome on it, right? So it will take you to each instance that it finds. It will move you up, move you down if there are multiple instances of the same thing. And at work, if you can only remember, say one word from the thing, and that's how you search in an individual message. So one is across everything, three dots, search in the individual messages work the same way as three dots and searching, sorry, as the magnifying glass in the main screen, magnifying glass, get it? Search, magnifying glass. But with the magnifying glass, it searches every single thing that you have in WhatsApp. Thank you for coming, Florence, and I appreciate you being up at 1:30 a.m. to us. It's international. And don't worry, if you want the rest of the training, I'll email it to you. I understand what it's like to be up at 1:30 in the morning. Now, say for example, you I'm trying to put this okay. So say for example, you would like to forward the message, just the text, just the picture. Then you would just hold it down, select the arrow that says forward, and from there you can send it to anywhere that you want. So from there you can basically take it and send it to whatever group you want. Whenever you forward it though, it will say forwarded, and it's forwarded for a specific reason. When I share it from somebody else, it says that it's a forward, meaning that it did not originate from me. And that's actually an important thing to have, because some messages went forward multiple times. Some of them might be a virus, some of them might be spam. So it helps to have that actually there. So that takes me into our settings. We all know that I love settings, right? So kind and lovely I am, do not call, text only. It's nice and placed there so that nobody can say they don't know that I don't like to answer phone calls. You have your account privacy here, two-step verification. You can change your number. If you get a phone number and you want to take off the old number and put the new number on this, you can actually use that to do that. Or you can delete your account. But why would you ever want to do something like that? You have your wallpapers that you can change here in chat. The theme. Now, do you notice that mine is dark? No, it's not because I'm constantly chronically in a dark room. It's because I changed the theme, and you can change the theme from light to dark. I tend to adapt a dark theme because I prefer the darker background with the white as the words, because the other way is difficult for me to read. Other people might want it as default by how WhatsApp set it, but this is where you would do that. Now, say for example, you cannot see so well anymore. Do you notice my font size does not stay small? I have it set to medium because I want it a little bit larger. You can go ahead, Jeanette.
Oh, I just need to mute.
Okay, all right, no problem. So you can change your font size there as well. Now you have keep archived chat. You can archive a chat. You don't want it on your screen anymore, you can put it in archive. Chat backup, which is my absolutely favorite thing, because I've been noticed to change phones. But if I have it in my brain, I don't want to lose it if I change my phone. Well, what you do is you go to backup, and you can do that. You can back up this information to your Google Drive. So when you get your WhatsApp, again, it will update all of this information automatically into your new WhatsApp, and you're not starting over from scratch. Now, I personally have, it's not even a memory problem, but sometimes I might not remember to back up. You can actually set here when it backs up. If you never want to do it, only when you tap back up daily. See, I made sure I added daily to mine because I know for a fact I want it updated any day, because any card can play and the owner for the phone can choose to come back for it. And if the owner for the phone come back for it and I'm in the mood to give it to them, then I won't have my phone and I'll have to replace my number, right? If I replace my number, I'm going to have to replace my WhatsApp, which means I want what I spoke with everybody about yesterday to pick up just as if I was still had my phone. I don't want to have to lose this information. And based on when you back up, so say I backed up a month ago, I back up on the first of every month and it's now the 29th of the month and something happens to the phone. I just lost 28 days worth of information. Now, to some people, that doesn't really matter because they don't live on WhatsApp like I do. But to me, that's detrimental. So I make sure that I set it so I don't have to remember to keep pressing back up, pressing back up, pressing back up. Set it and forget it. WhatsApp does that for me as well. I also have the Google account that I back up to because if you have multiple accounts, one of mine right now is full, so I cannot back up to it. You can choose the account that it will save to automatically as the Google option. Now you have include videos. Mine is off because I actually have two phones. So whatever information is on one is on the other and the video is backed up on the other. And I don't want two full Google accounts. So I had it off, but for the sake of this, I'll turn it on so you guys can see how it's turned on. Now, what's the next thing that we do here? Notifications. I don't like noise. Remember, I'm the person who always says to everybody, please turn off that notification sound. It actually does grate my nerves more than you would possibly ever imagine. So based on that, I don't, well, it's on as it stands now, but that's just because my entire phone is muted. But you can go here, say you're getting way too many notifications on WhatsApp and the noise is driving you absolutely crazy. You can actually turn it off. Vibrate is an option that you can have. I put it on vibrate because I don't have a ringtone. It vibrates that way. I have some form of a notification, but one that's not as annoying to me. Now, you can also, you have high priority notifications, reaction notifications. The notification tone on this is set. Like I said, the only reason why it's there is because my entire phone is on mute. If it wasn't, it would have been turned off. When it comes to storage and data, I know the thing that we all want to know is how to manage storage. No, because I've heard myself talk so much and I want to see if anyone is there. Can anybody tell me what we do in managed storage?
If I'm not mistaken, there's a way you can be requested first if you want to open or download a picture or something like that.
Right.
A video.
Actually, this is where you find the videos that you have on your entire WhatsApp that you can look through to add or delete. Now, case in point, I only have one of each here, but say you have a lot of forwarded videos, it's going to come up and they're going to come up next to each other. And from there, all you have to do is you can either individually press on it and press delete, or you want to get rid of everything, you can select all and just say, all right, I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. So that is what you would do. And it says for the ones that are larger, and you can sort by the newest, the oldest, or the largest files. Because, you know, it's more likely that you want to get rid of the old ones. You can start by the oldest, and from there you can look it over. Or say you need a lot of space really fast, you can sort by the largest, and that way you can find the ones that are bigger to delete first. You can go into each individual chat as well, and it will show you what is located in each chat as it relates to media. Again, you're able to sort in the same way. Now, for me, how I usually tend to delete is not that way. Go ahead, Carol.
And my quick question for this section.
Mhm.
Suppose I wanted to delete, but I want to save one copy. I don't want to delete all. I just want one to keep that one. How do I do that?
That's why I said you can either press on it the way I showed you. Let me go back. All right, so what you can do is you can either select all of them and say, I only want to keep one. What it would look like though, so there were multiple videos. All of these were the one that says 5.5 megabytes. That same opening screen, that picture will be there the multiple times to depict each one that it is. So all you have to do is just ensure that the tick is on all the other options and just one of them is unticked, and that one will be saved when you delete.
Thank you.
All right, so I was going to show you the way I prefer to manage it, because when I do that, when you go to the three dots in the chat and you go to group media, it actually makes it so that you can see the media, the documents that you sent, because contrary to popular belief, documents also take up space, as well as the links that were sent to you. And it makes it easier to find stuff in that respect. Now, when it comes to the media, you delete the same way here. You tap on it. You hold one down and you tap on them. And then garbage bin, delete. Now, for the notifications where we were in storage, it saves you from having to go into each individual message there. It depends on how desperate you are for space, but I usually suggest going into the individual message, because when you do it overall like this, it's faster, but you may miss something. Meaning when you go to manage storage and you go into it like this, it's faster to do it this way, but you might miss something. While if you go into go ahead, Perla.
I'm sorry, just a quick question. I'm here right now with my phone at the same time, and it is so full that it's not even allowing me to delete.
You want me to allow you to share the screen?
No.
All right. So what you're saying, it's not allowing you to delete it?
No, because it's so full that when you say delete, it is saying that it's too full to delete.
It's
And-
saying it's too full to. Are you sure? Go into the one that says larger message. Select all. Do you want to get rid of everything, or
No, just those good morning flyer things.
go into it? Select the larger ones first. Click
Okay.
select all, and then take off the ones that you want to keep, and then press delete, and that should free up space quickly for you to be able to delete it. It's not allowing you to delete them?
No, I think maybe it's because the whole phone is full, because it's just giving me that it cannot delete. It's telling me to go to storage, and when I go to storage, it's telling me to pick off some of the apps that I have.
Oh, it's your phone that's full.
I get the phone, WhatsApp, both of them.
All right, I think what it's telling you to do, all right, is to go into your settings, and in this setting, go to storage, and from here you can do free up space,
Okay.
and you can clean from there, and it will just find the junk files and take it off for you.
Okay.
Not WhatsApp, but it will help you with that. Or you can go into the app individually. You can actually go into your app storage individually and clear from there. You see that thing that says clear cache?
Yes, yes.
Delete that in all of your apps. It tends to free up.
Okay,
But if you have apps that you're not using, get them off the phone.
okay, okay. Thank
Because
you so much.
you're welcome. All right, so back to WhatsApp. All right, so media auto download. I love Joni to death, but you keep sending me these flyers and I cannot handle anymore. You can turn it off specifically from me, or in the case of Toastmaster Perla's phone, where it's just full and she cannot take any more. You can take it off. For me, when using mobile data, I do pictures and documents. I don't do audio and video because they're heavy. When connected to Wi-Fi, I have all media, but say you don't want anything at all downloaded, you can literally turn off everything on everything, so nothing will download onto your phone. This will save you mobile data if you're like me who live on the road. It will save you mobile data so you won't download the video on your data, eat through all your data, and then you notice that all of your credit has gone. You can change your photo upload quality as well. I do it also. I've never seen a point, but if you want best quality, by all means, feel free, or data saver. In the case of persons with a full phone, that will also help you as it relates to your phone space. Next, we have help center, contact, terms and privacy policy. I'm not going to comment on what it normally says as it relates to that because I'm training it to be good and we had a cybersecurity thing. So read the terms and conditions. And if you want to contact because you need help, this is where you would actually go. Invite a friend. I don't think any of us actually ever use this, but you actually can. By the way, you see that thing that looks like the share link? That is what it comes up at the top of the phone with some people's own when you're sharing. When you hold it down and you press share, on this phone, I have to go share. On some people, this icon is what is at the top of the screen when you have to share the flyer with the narrative. Next, we have a beautiful thing that I absolutely love. Oh, before I move on to the thing I absolutely love, does anybody know or have any questions or anything that they wanted? Because I figure at this point, we all know how to add a new group or a new contact, right? We all know how to add somebody's phone number, add a new contact and all of that. So I don't need to go over that stuff, yeah?
Not that. What I wanted to find out from you, see how you were going through the links and the documents just now. Suppose I was in a chat and I wanted to exit the chat, but I still wanted to have access to those things. Where do I put them to still have access to them? Or do I leave the chat and as is so that I can still find it? What do I do?
All right. Is it one specific message that you want to keep, or is it that you want to find all of the information located in the message? Because those are two different things.
Well, the links and the documents that would have been shared are now easier to find if I can keep the chat. So that's why I was checking, although they might be wanting to close off that particular group. So that's why I wanted to know, is it that I transfer it to another chat that I have with somebody, or can I create a
As in
storage
in a
chat
group, you want to come out. Yeah, I have a storage chat, but
so you can, how
so
do you
can-
create a storage chat? Because it's not going to have a number, telephone number. So how do I create a storage chat?
no, very simply, what I do, I have two phones, but if you don't have two phones with two separate WhatsApps, all you have to do, create a group,
Mm-hmm.
find some random person, add them to the group, create your group. Then you simply go into group info and kick them out the group, and you have your group. In this case, because Anna, you have to send her a request to join the group. She's the perfect person to do stuff like this with, because it will never add her. And I now have a group that I can manipulate. So I'm gonna change the name,
Mhm.
change subject. Test group Joni should learn to spell. I was going to put autocorrect is me. Say it no, all right. I agree. See, WhatsApp agrees with me. Autocorrect is,
Mhm.
you're not saying autocorrect is mean either. All right, fine. It won't use any disparaging terms, but I have a test group. Now with this test group, I have a grand total of 1 participant. Now
Mhm.
what do I want to do? I have all of this information from here that I want to share or I want to move, right?
Yes.
All I have to do is highlight them. No, I don't want the narrative because I don't need the narrative. So all I have to do is highlight them and forward them. It's not
Mhm.
allowing me to forward on this one that way. All right, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's so unfair of you. My other phone, I can do it the easy way. Oh, the other phone, I can do it the easy way and do a number of them. But then all I have to do is forward it to that group and it will pass it over.
Okay.
My other phone allows me to. My other phone understands me. It allows me to do it. But because this one won't, oh, I see the difference. This one wasn't downloaded. It's a good
Mhm.
teachable moment. All right. So if you notice, this document doesn't have it has a circle and the arrow. It means that I haven't actually downloaded this media, and that's why it wasn't forwarding. I was wondering what was happening. Because you're supposed to be able to just press all of them and move. There you go. That is what happened. So you should be able to press all of them unless the media has not downloaded, in which case I can just pass it right over to the test group and see it just forwarded all of those documents, all of those links over to the other place where I needed it. In the case of this one that has not been downloaded, that's how you download them. For those who don't, just press it and it will automatically just download it to your thing. Then when that arrow comes up, it means that it's media that's on your device.
All right.
Did that
So
answer?
yeah. So after I create this group and put my information in it, I just go to the other group and exit the group.
There you go.
Thank you very much. That was the question I was saving for you.
Okay. And when you exit the group, you can always just select delete, as I already showed you, so you can watch the video again to get that, and it will delete all of that information, not the one you forwarded, the one that's specifically in that group. Oh, for status, I believe everybody knows how to share stuff to a WhatsApp status, watch everybody's status and the whole 9 yards, right? You
You
know how
might
to
have to
watch
do
status
status
and watch
privacy.
our status. Because I mean, if people sharing it, it's because they want us to watch it. We have the call logs, which I think everybody knows how to do all those steps. So is there anything that you wanted to know?
Question, Joni. Re-status. I am somebody who don't follow status at all.
Mhm.
And I have gotten curse off from my friend how I never respond to her status. Or persons, I might just change my status and a lot of persons will say, hi, I like this and so forth. Do I have to respond to when the persons say that they like my status or something on it? Sometimes I just find it, oh,
They
no,
like
no.
your status.
Yes, or they like whatever I put up.
All
Do I
right. I
have to
think what you're
respond?
going to do is this. Wow, this was deep. And they sent it. All right. So you're watching the status and they go, wow, this was deep. And that message got sent to you, right?
Yes.
this is what they did, and they responded. It will come up in your WhatsApp as a regular chat, and all you have to do is hold it down, reply, thanks. Or because Facebook and like you just really don't want to have to figure out, okay, you found the status beep, I'm happy about that. All you have to do, just give them an emoji to say, yeah, I acknowledge your presence. Thanks. A lot of people just want the acknowledgement. And whenever people reply, oh, by the way, that's how you take it off. You squeeze it down, put it on, squeeze it down, take it off. But most people just want the courtesy of knowing that you saw that they
Mhm.
actually answered. And it comes up like a regular message. So just respond to it like a regular message.
But do I have to reply to all the statuses or of friends or so when they post something?
No, you don't even have to watch them. That's why they're there
Because
for 24 hours. It's up to you if it's something that interests you or not. It's
mm,
just like a Facebook timeline. You don't have to scroll down somebody's Facebook timeline. But yeah, there's no rule that says, oh, well, you have to read. No. Uh-uh. It's up to you whether or not you want to.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
Then you can say, while I would love to engage in specifically viewing your status, I have a very full plate, and therefore free time is quite at a minimum to me at this time. I therefore don't tend to view statuses, and it should make it an easier conversation. It's not that's why it's not you specifically I ignoring it. Everybody's status I don't watch that makes people I guess might make them feel better. You can go ahead, Carol.
I was just going to tell you, maybe you should show Vanette how to use the status privacy and how to mute person's status so that she wouldn't have them appearing on her screen.
No, but the thing
How?
about it is I don't the
The ones I
can
have muted, I don't watch because I don't ever get to the bottom to see that to remember that I have them muted.
no, I know, but the thing about muting it, and while I think it's awesome, it's only there for 24 hours and you can't ignore it. There's nothing that you don't have to click on status. And when you mute it, I know how WhatsApp say, eventually they're going to come up with something just like how you have last seen, just like how you have last seen and people who view your status and stuff like that. They eventually going to do it so that they can see who blocks status. It is coming. There is some app for it because even deleted messages. I have an app that I can actually read people deleted messages. I don't want to, so I don't activate it because if you delete it for a reason. I believe that, hey, I talk from my chest. So if I have something to say to you, I go and say it. And if I delete it, it's because it's something that either wasn't meant for you or I didn't want it to know. So I take that approach to everybody as well. If you delete the message, it's something you didn't want me to see. I'm not going to pry. I'm not going fast in your life. But WhatsApp will eventually, I can tell you, I have a feeling, just like how you have last seen and you have read and all of that, they're going to do that eventually. Or I can probably go into Play Store and find an app. And some people will get offended if they see themselves blocked over you just not viewing the status at all. And since the status view, you can select which one you want to go on. You don't actually have to play all of them. I don't want to teach people how to block it because I might end up getting people in trouble in the future. Is it the same question, Carol, or?
No, I was just making that suggestion for persons who don't want to go through all 100 and somebody that are in their phone.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you can ignore it and you can actually select who you want to go to. You don't want to view Joni status, you want to view Simone on, then you can just go on that one specifically. You can just scroll down your status to see who you want specifically, and you don't have to view all of them. But like I said, if I teach people how to block it, I know because if somebody is going to carry feelings, why aren't you watching my status? They're going to carry even more feelings with why you blocked me. Or I guess that's my hypothesis of the situation.
I guess so. Or you do like me and tell them, well, you don't normally watch it anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. But
The thing is, sometimes when you you just open, let's say the status, and it keep running from, oops, sorry.
You can
It keep
come up.
running from one to the next.
come up.
Those people can see that you was looking at their status, or, and then they would think that you are looking at the status.
That too. So that's a case for if you do want to block them. But if you look at one status because it ran into the status and it came off, okay. Like it's like Facebook or posting publicly. This is the same thing. If you post a status, you're posting it for everybody who is in your contact list to view it if they're interested. So it's like we're a public speaking club. It's a public speaking thing. You in essence have publicly posted because you can set your status to specific people. You can set the status to one person. Once they posted it publicly, it's for you, it's public fodder to be used how they want. View it, don't view it, ignore it. You've basically just made a public statement, and however people choose to interact with it is their choice. I was going to get an etiquette training, but I'm just saying that is going to have to be a whole thing on its own. So other than blocking people's status, which I don't have the heart, it's going to cause an argument and then I'm going to feel bad. Because I know how people are, and I've gotten myself into similar situations with doing it. I wouldn't want to share that for etiquette purposes. But you can ask somebody who knows how to do it. They might show you how to if you think it's something you did. I wouldn't want to share based on etiquette. But is there anything else that you'd want to know about WhatsApp? So yes, we're good. We've covered everything. Okay, so we have completed WhatsApp on the phone. So now that we have gone through WhatsApp on the phone, this is something that I still find rather surprising that we all don't know actually exists. Every single time I bring up the fact that you all just, why do you have to email it to yourself? Why do you have to send it to you? And everybody always goes, because it's on the phone. WhatsApp has WhatsApp web. Now for WhatsApp web, and this is going to be another number, so this one is going to be the one that you're going to get to see the heavier part. It takes a while to sign up. You go to web.whatsapp.com, or you can simply just put in WhatsApp and it will take you to WhatsApp web from any one of your browsers. Once you do that, as in you open the browser, it is going to start, and I'm thinking maybe I should do it from a blank one. Yeah, let me do it from a blank one. Give me a second. Give me a second and let me get a blank one up. All right. So we're going to go to WhatsApp. WhatsApp web. Here we go. I'm hoping that it doesn't come up. I'm hoping that I've never signed into this one so I can show you the actual sign into WhatsApp web, as opposed to bringing it up. Ah, there we go. All right, lovely. So as you can see, this is what comes up whenever you have never logged in on WhatsApp web. What it says is tap menu settings to link device. What you would do in essence, and I'm going to show you on the actual phone what to do, because you know we're being practical. So in essence, what you are going to do is you're going to go to the three dots and to link devices. That's what that's there for. Now, when you click link device, all you actually have to do is put it over the screen, and whatever is on your WhatsApp will then be brought up on your computer to make your sharing and downloading life easier. And just like that, whatever is on the phone is now accessible on your computer, meaning, remember I said that there's some things that sometimes you just really want to share, and you want to share it on here, like a link. So I have the link here, and I want to share it in this training. I can simply copy it here. Copy. I don't want you to open, but that's fine. I can simply just copy the link and put it in the chat. And just like that, I got it out of my WhatsApp onto here. I need to download a picture, which I did that today already, of my certificate for the person who spoke. It's easier for me to put it on WhatsApp and just download it onto my computer using WhatsApp, because I tend to be mobile and I do things mobile. So if I need it on the mobile, it's better to have it. All I have to do is just download it off of WhatsApp web. Agenda, anything of that nature that you have on WhatsApp, you can simply and easily transfer it. I think WhatsApp web pretty much works or is covered like WhatsApp. Any questions? Anything anybody wants to know about WhatsApp web or WhatsApp? No? Yes? No? So I think we've covered all there is to cover as it relates to how we can use WhatsApp and WhatsApp web to make our lives just a little bit easier. So thank you everybody for attending the training, and I will be happily sharing both tutorials so that we can go over to see if there's anything else that we want to know, we'd like to understand. And by all means, feel free to drop the message in actual WhatsApp if anything comes to mind after the fact.